in the NHL at 18.5%. 0 for 5 against Ottawa on Saturday. Kaloran. Pass in front of whole way. There's Hedman. Motoring up ice, gliding into the zone. Palat receives, drifts to the wall. Stamkos one-timer, quick. Dumps it in off the glass. He'll chase. Palat settles it down, angles it to Stamkos. Hot pass off the leg of Hedman, collected by Kaloran. Palat up the wall for Hedman on his backhand. He'll walk the line. Hedman opens up, finds Stamkos. Shot shut down by Doughty. Now Kopitar. Kaloran with a bank pass to Radish. Scored the game-tying goal on a redirect. Hedman down low. It's Kaloran. Doughty ranging for the puck. Kaloran kept it, passed it to Hedman. Now it's Palat. Right side of the hashes. Punching into the circle. Stick handling. Feeding Hedman. Stamkos faking the one-time. Seam pass. Palat stop.
Technical at the same time by Jonathan Quick. Glove over top of the pad to make the save.
Face-off win to Hedman. He moves in, goes behind the back to Palat. Hedman from the point. Palat for Hedman. Touch pass. Stamkos save. Quick rebound available. Swept out by the Kings. Then Deneau.
On Tuesday night. Wins that face-off back. Off the draw. Palat with a chance. And that's off the leg and wide. Now Stamkos feeds that back to Hedman. Stamkos looks down low to Alex Kaloran. Taylor Radish parked in front. Palat to Kaloran. Andre Palat back for Hedman. Across he goes. Stamkos centers it. Radish couldn't get a shot away. Palat back to Hedman. Or Stamkos tees it up and shoots. That's blocked by Zaitsev. Stamkos down to Kaloran. Looks across to Palat. Back for Hedman. Palat shoots, and that's gloved by Forsberg. Paul. Zub rattles it around, but knocked down by Stamkos. Steven Stamkos slides that to Radish, to Hedman, to Palat. Palat for Radish. Now Radish down to Kaloran. Bumped there by Mete. Radish comes in for it, plays it around to Stamkos. Back at the point. Hedman a shot off the goal post. That deflected in front. Hedman back with it. Hedman to Palat. Palat back to Hedman again. Has a look. Feeds that down to Palat. Back at the point is Stamkos. The Hedman winds and shoots an off-speed shot that goes wide. Stamkos plays that back and misses Hedman. Radish will take the draw. Palat back to Hedman. Back to Andre Palat. To Hedman. Works it across. Stamkos unloads and Forsberg makes the stop. Hedman holds the line. Back down to Palat. Walks in. Backdoor pass. Stamkos drops it back. Hedman leaned on that and hit Watson in the skate. Now Stamkos another chance. Bouncing puck. They score. Kaloran. Back around to Stamkos. At the line, held by Hedman. 20 seconds to go in the period. Fed across to Palat. And now Palat has it poked away by Zaitsev.
Young centerman in the National Hockey League. That's something that comes with experience and they have to work on year in and year out to get better at, especially at critical times on the ice.
47 seconds of power play time for Tampa Bay to carry over in with the pass.
Hedman just reached out at the last second or else Sanford would have been in alone.
Hedman banks it by Zub. Zub steals it back and banks it down the ice.
Team games, 20 shots on goal. Playing a little bit more of a limited role with Alex Formanton being elevated in the lineup.
Here's Hedman back at the point. 20 seconds to go in the Lightning power play. And the line held by Palat. Down to Kaloran. Kaloran tied up by Holden. Watson reaching for it. Palat back to Hedman. Hedman to Palat. Walks in. Slides that wide. Stamkos back with it. Final seconds of the power play now. Hedman to Stamkos. Walks in and shoots. He whistled that wide. Hall digging for it. Now Kaloran tries to slide that back at the skate of Kemp. Stamkos to Hedman. Back across to Palat. Stamkos leads the way with 4 power play goals of Lightning. Hedman across to Palat. Centers it. Oh, what a save by Campbell. The rebound put wide. Jack Campbell leading one way. Shot his leg out the other and kept that out. Kaloran back to Palat to the point to Hedman. Back across, Stamkos. And Steven Stamkos being watched there by Hall. The right side of the penalty kill gets off. Hedman moves in across the line and drops it back to Killorn. Bumped there by Kerfoot. Muzzin goes off the hand of.
He doesn't know how it can be hooking because his stick's on the ground. In any case, Tampa's on the power play.
1 for 2 with 4 shots. Here's Hedman with it. Hedman to Palat. Andre Palat shoots. All back with it. Tied up by Killorn. Radish reaching in for it. Under 8 to go here in the third period. Palat back for Hedman. Back across. Stamkos shoots. And he skipped that wide. Palat.
5 for 5 versus Nashville. It was perfect. As Stamkos comes in top 10 in NHL scoring. And he wins the draw. It's back to Hedman. Victor Hedman for Palat. Waits, shoots.
Second one off the top of the stick for Jake Allen.
You can hear it. Palat again accepts the pass. Waits in front. One is Cirelli. Hedman fakes it. Over to Palat.
Dauphin is not letting Stamkos get a one-timer. They're playing 3-on-4.
Hedman walks the line for Tampa. Watched by Paquette. Hedman. Palat. Walks in. Killorn. Near circle. Still with it. Killorn. Wrist shot. Blocked by Romanov. Hedman again. Winds up. Good block Paquette. And Romanov along the wall, but not out. Held in by Hedman. Cirelli. Little space in the slot. Palat accepts the pass. Hedman. Palat shoots, and another big block. Romanov having a shift and paying the price.
Mission up 1. Jake Allen makes a nice save, one of his best of the night, on the one-timer by Belmar.
So final minute, Bell Center, second period. Hedman slap pass. Kulak clears it out of the slot. As Hedman leads all defense. Stick handling far corner. Cirelli shoots. Rebound available as Allen made the stop. Again, Tampa holds. Hedman across. Slap pass knocked down, and Evans, the backhand slinger down the ice.
Every holiday season, looking forward to it again.
Third period underway. Steven Stamkos using the boards. Palat accepts the pass.
They haven't found Stamkos. Very quiet on the power play. Can Tampa find a way to get him a shot?
Tampa 0 for 2. 2 shots on net. They control off the draw. Cirelli, Hedman, Palat. Hedman, Cirelli, wrist shot blocked. Palat has to play it off his backhand. Back up for Hedman. Cirelli again. Hedman fakes the shot. Walks it in. Shoots off the post. Rebound to Palat. Back to Hedman. He waits. Shoots again and whistled it wide. Sherratt hammering Palat. Trying to get to the puck. Here's Hedman. Still with it. Sends it across Palat. Hedman. Stamkos finally touches it. He's shadowed by Dauphin literally on the penalty kill.
On the board is just incredible. Now you think back to the first game of this series 18 days ago, which, by the way, was the start of the Flyers' winless streak. Braden Point dominated the game.
12 minutes and 30 seconds.
There's a shot by Stamkos and deflected away. They haven't even had him.
Has scored power play goals in 7 of its last 10. Anthony Cirelli back to Victor Hedman. Steven Stamkos slices. Andre Palat out of the corner. Alex Killorn. Stamkos along the line. Hedman holds. Rifles it cross ice. Palat tries to leak it through to Cirelli. Forbert got a piece but could not clear the zone. No. Nobody's perfect. Alex Killorn, Andre Palat. Cirelli gives it back to Palat. Hedman, Stamkos on the far side, and Swayman takes the puck. Play assists with 7. Stamkos' one-timer is saved by Swayman. Hedman spins it to Palat in the final minute of the second. Hedman a bomb that's tipped off glass. Hedman to Stamkos, feeds Cirelli, but it's through him, and Coyle makes. Hedman to the attacking line. The captain, Steven Stamkos. Hedman to Palat. Palat up on the one-hander. 15 seconds to go, second period. Cirelli. Hedman. Stamkos up high. The puck leaks out of the...
So Stamkos steps in. He leads the club with 4 power play goals. Has never scored a power play goal against the Blues. Now back for Palat, spinning away from O'Reilly. And a good read down low by Scandella. Now Bortuzzo knocked off balance. Puck comes free. Back to Hedman, across, and a drive right on goal, and a save by Husso on Stamkos. The faceoff, Darren, is back in the Blues' end.
Yep. Get the mitts off the boards, John.
As Cirelli wins it back for Hedman. Now on to Palat. And around Stamkos. Hedman to this side for Palat. Fed back. Stamkos fakes it. As Bortuzzo closes in on him. Stamkos waiting again. Down low now. And then back to the captain across. Good stick there, tipped by O'Reilly. Stamkos one-timer, and he fired that wide and off the glass and all the way back down.
Once again, we see in front of that. He can't believe that Billy Husso found that through traffic.
Tampa Bay 0 for 1 tonight. Pass in front. Cirelli fanned on it, tipped out by Bortuzzo. And Hedman back in the zone. And Palat waiting, feeds it back for Hedman. Now Hedman to the line. Stamkos almost pulled the trigger for Palat. Hedman again. And the big Swedish defenseman plays it back across. Under a minute to go in the power play, and Barbashev is in this 1-1 contest. And Cirelli gets it to the wall. Stamkos to the line. Now fed in front. Shoot. They score! Cirelli with a blast, and it's 2-1.
Goal.
That's close.
That is close, and then it's a question mark right there.
Definitely Cirelli's goal.
Cirelli pokes it in.
Yeah, that won't be Radish's first NHL goal. I don't know if they grabbed the puck just in case, but they should grab this one if it's the same one. But again, it clearly looked like it was Cirelli's. So power play Tampa Bay. Palat, Hedman, wrist shot, save, but he's an open in front. Perry underneath Binnington. Man, he's had some awkward stuff.
Binnington's is absurd.
That's a whole other different sport when they get a power play.
And it's even down early on. It was up in the 40s.
That's right, almost 50. Killorn's out there now on the power play. There's Cirelli, the goal scorer. He'll fire! Oh, it hits his own teammate. Friendly fire. Corey Perry the save. Hedman. Palat. Top of the circle. Perry looks to pass to Cirelli. Missed it. Comes back to Hedman. One-timer off the post. Goal! Corey Perry! Set up as the power play winds down. Plenty of room over to the other side. Hedman wants it, and he gets it. Goes back to Colton. Colton. Bortuzzo, Scandella out there on the PK.
Fender out there, but he knows he's got Ryan O'Reilly.
Colton, Perry, Palat, Hedman. Barbashev can't get it out, and then he does on the second try with his skates. Strong play. Hedman now. He'll try to quarterback a Lightning Road victory at a place they don't win very much. Palat whacked by a couple of sticks. Turns back and goes to Hedman. Colton getting some 4-on-3 overtime power play time. Hedman! Saved by Binnington. Bortuzzo will get it out. Hedman now back up the ice. There's a stick in the St. Louis zone that could cause an issue for Tampa Bay. Lane in front of their bench. Oh, now the linesman will get it out of it. Drops it. Barré-Boulet's out there in overtime. A possible hero. Killorn. Hedman with it. Hedman looking. He's got Barré-Boulet. He's a sniper, number 12. Hedman one-timer over the net. Killorn whacks it in front. Binnington can't get it. Oh, off the side of the net. There's my guy. Cirelli. Barré-Boulet. Kick saved by Binnington. Killorn back to Hedman. Here come the Lightning. Killorn. Hedman. They're trying to find the lane. Barré-Boulet goes down low. Cirelli to win it. Oh, it trickles over the net.
Hedman leaves it for Palat. Palat gains the zone. Back into the middle, Hedman across. Stamkos a drive, and that went over the top of the net. And it's up in the netting, so we get a whistle.
On their entries right there, up in the top corners of it, leaving them little outs, but to throw the puck down the corner, and the D doing a good job jumping on it and throwing it down 200 feet.
Greenway got a stick on this one. Brodin intercepted by Killorn. Hands to Palat. Palat goes cross ice with it. Stamkos couldn't get a shot off. Final seconds of the power play. Palat with it. Fiala's back on. Wild at full strength. Hedman's long shot. 10 in the NHL. Not quite at that same level this year, but very dangerous. Out to the line, Hedman. Back to Palat. Gives to Palat. Killorn again. Stamkos. Hedman. Palat a drive. Save Talbot. Rebound. Brodin got a stick on it.
And find any lane to get a puck on the back door. Eventually he had to sink beneath the goal line before getting a look at it.
Stamkos leaves it along the boards for Palat. Killorn in the corner. 30 in the power play. Hedman. Stamkos moves in and fires, and Talbot out to challenge on the top of the.
He did just enough to avoid going into the boards awkwardly, and then Bellemare sidesteps it. Looks like a leg check, so they give him the call.
So a power play for the Lightning. Stamkos. And now Killorn around behind for Palat. Cirelli to the line. Hedman feeds the corner. Back to Hedman. Palat. Into the corner, Killorn. Back to Palat. Up to Hedman. Hedman fires. It was tipped. Talbot got a piece of it. Lands in the corner. And a big clip. Cross ice. Good stick by Gaudreau. Deflected it just enough to prevent a one-timer for Stamkos. Palat centers. Tipped by Killorn, but wide. Palat with it again. Lightning really go east to west well with the puck on this power play. Hedman, Stamkos a drive, save Talbot. Killorn centered, and Sturm's on it for Minnesota.
Hey, good stuff from Jordan Eberle. Stammer's 200 ahead of him.
Toyota power play. They started with a puck after the face-off win. Pulled back to the line. Hedman drops it off, and the #1 unit sets things up. Here's Hedman across to Stamkos. Stamkos has mentioned a 3-point game in the last outing. Stamkos takes it off the boards. Moves down low, little backhand feed to Cirelli up top to Hedman. Hedman, Palat, has shot, blocked in front and cleared by the Kraken. Play, 50 seconds remaining in it. Stamkos banks it off the end boards. And the Lightning try to set things up here. Hedman to Palat, saucered back to Hedman. Here's Steven Stamkos. Stamkos to Cirelli. Hedman to Palat. His shot goes wide. Hedman to Andre Palat again. Moves in. Cirelli with a tip, save by Grubauer. 10 seconds to go. The man advantage. Puck is loose to the line. It's going to be held in there by Hedman. Back pass. They hang on to possession. Hedman had fallen down, but he gets a power play goal in 5 consecutive games for the Lightning. This is a Toyota power play, their first of the game, just inside the line. Poke free, Hedman reaching for it, and he goes in behind the Philly net.
He wasn't to get far penetration, but trust me, that slap shot was just whistling, and it hit Bassey in the shoulder.
Second power play for the Lightning. Cirelli settles things down and puts it back to Hedman. Hedman across. Andre Palat back up top. Hedman back to Palat. Palat in front to Cirelli. His tip goes high and over the net. Rebound gathered by Killorn. Andre Palat back to Hedman. Hedman was looking over towards Stamkos, but he's well checked right now. Here's Hedman to Stamkos. One-timer, didn't get all of it. Partially blocked, center. Great save by Hart on that tip right.
Plays at the blue line are going to have to go into the zone more, not east-west, not sideways, because the Flyers are wise to it, and they're breaking those ones up.
Over a minute gone, and this man advantage. Palat.
I mean, Tampa was at the get-go, was flying their wing, so Goligoski had to race back in order to cover him. Just got to stick a bit too high on that one.
Tampa on the power play far this year on a goal and 5 assists. Cirelli carries in for the Lightning, tied up by Gaudreau. Gaudreau couldn't clear the zone. Hedman with it. Sends it down low. Stamkos tried to go cross ice to Palat. Now back up to Hedman. Palat with it. Hedman in the middle. Flings one through and scores.
Been performing.
Cirelli cuts to the middle. He had the power play goal earlier for the Lightning. Palat. Back up high for Hedman. Now Palat with it. Into the corner, takes a return feed. Palat tried to go cross ice. Stamkos back to Hedman, a drive off the post. Palat with it. Hedman up high. Back to Palat, who moves in. Tried to center. Eriksson Ek got a piece of it. Stamkos and Foligno collide.
Tear. However, they haven't been as successful in this home arena this year.
Just 4-3-2 on home ice. Actually been better away from home. 5-1-1. Wild have been one of the better road teams in the league this year. 6 road wins already. Hedman hammers one in and Kakkonen makes the save. Hedman got it ahead to Killorn. Sidesteps Greenway. Now it's back to Hedman. And his pass intended for Stamkos deflected away by Hartman.
Fiala's in the box.
So Tampa to the power play, and this will bring us to the end of the period. And Minnesota will be starting the third. Now Victor Hedman starts ahead. Second leading scorer among all defensemen in the NHL. Only Roman Josi has more. Alex Killorn gives to Hedman. And Hedman has it knocked off of his stick by Gaudreau.
Yeah, great little kick save by Gaudreau.
Overall, Brian, on the road, but slowly but surely this Tampa Bay power play is starting to get some traction after a long slump.
Yeah, they've scored goals in 3 straight games now. They're 3 for 8, and they're at 20%. Not a bad number.
And they've got the puck back and forth. That is Palat along the sideboards, gives it to Hedman. Hedman back to Andre Palat. Into the middle, quick shot by Point. Just missed. Stamkos gets it back from Hedman across to Palat. One-timer, and he couldn't get it to the net. Centering pass.
And we put Braden Point back in the middle, right in the slot. I really like that he's got such great hands in the middle of the ice.
Anthony Cirelli gathers up the puck. Hedman, Stamkos had that one-timer all ready to go, and he missed. This one to the line, not out, held by Hedman. Hedman near side again for Braden Point. Back up top, Hedman to Point. Point puts it down low. Here is walking out of the corner is Palat. Stamkos centers it, bouncing puck. They can't get it cleanly to Cirelli, and it's sent around
the ice. He was a little sloppy with it. Lightning kept it in. They didn't burn him against this power play. When it's hustling, if you're New Jersey, you touch the puck shorthanded, you better get it out.
Stamkos loads and fires, and that one goes off of Blackwood and out of play. Scored the power play goal earlier today. Cirelli battles for the puck, pulls it back to Hedman, and they set things up. Victor Hedman to the top, near side now for Palat. Andre Palat up top to Hedman. Hedman to Palat into the middle. There's the shot, and it's deflected high over the net off the stick of Point. Palat again. Taking a look. He's got Points and Cirelli down low. Here's Anthony Cirelli. Walks out of the corner. Drops it back for Palat. Up top here, Stamkos with a sharp angle drive out in front, and Point can't get it cleanly. Palat again to Stamkos. Steven Stamkos drawing some attention. Racing over to hold this in there is Palat. Nice play to get it to Point. Point to Hedman in front, and Blackwood's got that again on the tip right of the doorstep. Point, who will leave it for Victor Hedman, and out they come. Hedman through center, steps in, and they'll try to set things up. Pass near side for Stamkos. He's stripped, and it's cleared immediately.
Most important one.
Yet to set up here with just half a minute to go, the man advantage. Now here they go. This is Points across to Hedman. Hedman winds, fires a shot that is blocked right in front of him by Lawton. And Lawton is struggling to get back into play. He's on one leg up there right now. Hedman, Lawton makes a play to make sure that pass doesn't get cleanly across to Stamkos. Bears were 2 for 2 on the penalty kill in the last game to win against the Flames. They're middle of the pack on home ice in this situation. Lightning start with a puck. Cirelli's parked right in front of the net. Here's Palat, waits, puts it across to Stamkos, up high, back to Stamkos. His shot blocked, rebound. Lightning get it back to the line for Hedman. Hedman to Stamkos. Stamkos in front. There's a backhander.
So Lightning on the power play again.
Third power play of the night, third of this period. They're 1 for 2 on the power play goal by points in a period that they have dominated.
They have good muscle memory even after the tough night in Florida.
Now it's the Tampa power play going to work. Hedman works it across. That shot's deflected, and that'll go out of play. Minute. Without a doubt, he's got 32 shots on goal this season that paces Tampa Bay, and now the Lightning power play trying to get back to work. Victor Hedman drops the puck off for Barré-Boulet. Back to Hedman. Back down to Barré-Boulet. And he'll fumble with it. Taken away by Nate. Off to a 6-3-2 start. And their campaign to try to go back to back to back is a chance out front. Can't connect the dots. For the puck gets to Hedman. Power plays over Stamkos. Rattles one off of the bar.
To think that was the mindset, that you passed up some shooting opportunities because you didn't want that whistle.
Well, the Canes penalty killers 2 for 2 tonight, but this is a much more urgent kill here as Tampa Bay goes to work up 1-0 in the second.
Here, you know, there's plenty of time to respond from it. You wanted, of course, to come away with a goal on that stretch.
I guess for Fost, tangles up with Victor Hedman. That was Swede on Swede. Fost speeding into the Cane zone, tries to work it around. Carolina is able to get there and try to bat it out. Natchez and Hedman fight for it. Hedman knocks down Natchez, keeps the puck in. Work the puck down low to Palat, back up top for Hedman. Across the point. Points pass. A little too far for Stamkos.
For slashing, so a Toyota power play, first power play of the afternoon for the Lightning. 23rd overall in the NHL, 9th on the road, so they're better away from Amalie Arena, but overall, they're struggling with the man advantage, struggling to score. Setting things up, Point puts it across, Stamkos to Hedman, his shot tip, scores! Victor Hedman with a shot tipped in front. Braden Point races to the puck, works it up the boards where it's met by Hedman. On his backhand, back into the corner. Killorn checked.
In their homework, they know Braden Point's the guy to bring the puck up. Stammer gave it to him so late, they knew Stamkos wasn't going to take the zone with the puck, so they keyed on Braden Point. That's what happens to Braden a lot.
So Orlov's in the box for the second time tonight. Tampa Bay 0 for 1, 2 shots in their first power play. Back in the first period. Braden Point with the puck, puts that one into the corner, then gets it right back. Killorn's right in the middle, right in the slot. Here's Point in across, trying to get it to Stamkos.
Lightning ever did it.
Lars Eller comes in and takes this draw. They really miss Nick Dowd, who's injured right now in that situation. Lightning get a hold of the puck and set things up with a lengthy 2-man advantage. Back up top to Hedman. Hedman back down low, quick shot, sharp angle, saved by Vanacek. Stamkos knocks that down with his skate. Here's Hedman with a rocket that's partially blocked and catches the netting, and the faceoff will stay inside the blue. Points pulls it to the boards. Hedman looking at Alex Barré-Boulet, is open on the other side, trying to feed it across. Here's Braden Point, knocks that down. Back to Barré-Boulet. Points again battles for the puck, and they get possession. 35 seconds to go on the 2-man advantage. Big chance here to get their first lead of the night. Stamkos up high in the zone. Steps in, onto the backhand, kicks it back to Hedman, quick across. Here's Cirelli, scores!
Game, he's drawn a couple of penalties, taken a penalty, he's been in the middle of everything.
They were thrilled to get him back and had the opportunity to do so. Hedman drops it off. Barré-Boulet now trying to make moves in tight. In behind the net, kicks it back to Point. Point to Hedman. Hedman wrist shot right on rebound. Just hops over the stick of Stamkos. Point holds his ground. 23 seconds to go in the 5-on-4. Point to Hedman. Braden Point steps in. Curls back. Faravari forced him there. He gives it back to Hedman. Hedman crisscrosses with Stamkos. Back across. Here's Stamkos with a shot. And Vanacek the save. They set up that crisscross play again, Brian.
Yeah, Stammer coming.
Back down low for Killorn. Barré-Boulet's in front. Stamkos now feeds the blue line. Hedman across to Points. Point down low. Barré-Boulet to Points. Back up top to Hedman. To Points. Points. Barré-Boulet to the corner. Stamkos. Here's Hedman with a shot. That's blocked in front by Wilson. And he is down. Still slow to get up. Barré-Boulet with a one-timer. And he goes over top of the net. Points. Hedman. Stamkos with a shot. And that's blocked again. Big shot block that time by Jensen. Play goal. 0 for 14. Went 0 for 2 the other night in Pittsburgh. And they start with a puck right off the draw. Hedman winds, drops it back to Point. Point with a drive, and Prosvetov got a piece of that with Killorn right in the doorstep. There's Points back up top. Stamkos with a blast, and Prosvetov makes that save. Well, if you want to start his first this season, Points with the puck. Back to the line for Hedman. Hedman walks the line, drops it back to Point. Point down low. Here's Perry in front and couldn't find his man.
Score, but I think they also want to get Corey Perry scoring too. He should have about 4 goals already, but so far he's got none.
Hedman settles things down along the blue line, and they set things up again. Stamkos out of the corner, back up top to Hedman. Near side to Points. Hedman. Stamkos in front, and a bouncing puck over the stick of Perry and Cleveland Capitals. Did some good work with the Vancouver Canucks, just couldn't stay healthy all the time. Back to the point now for Victor Hedman. Hedman walks the line, snaps a shot. It's tipped by Killorn just wide.
Yeah, that went off a leg in front there. Victor saw something just inside the post. The Lightning are getting bodies to the front of the net, so it's good to see both Sergachev and Hedman taking these shots.
Here's Hedman again. Back to Points. Point puts it in there, down low for Perry. Perry back to Points. 1 minute gone in this power play. Hedman down low. There's a tip from Stamkos, and he banks it in! Scores! Stevens! Right around the midway point of that first period, and of course he's right back out there. Perry gets it back to Hedman. Hedman hangs on. Victor Hedman with a wrist shot off a leg and in behind the net. The Lightning power play 1 for 2 tonight with a total of 4 shots. One of them went in. That one goes off of Stamkos. With a shot saved by Prosvetov. Hedman again. Hedman waits, fires, and a glove save made again by Prosvetov.
Now you got to be able to
accept there on Gostisbehere to the corner now for Killorn. Killorn feeds Stamkos. Stamkos across to Hedman. Hedman walks the line, switches spots with Stamkos. Here's the one-time shot, and a save made by Prosvetov on a robbery. And the puck comes back to Hedman quickly across. Stamkos with a rocket, and he just missed.
Yeah, he didn't quite have the angle that he wanted to. Mayo came across on him, took the angle to the net away, so he blew it wide.
Hedman thought about going across to Stamkos, pulls it back. Hedman backs up, dishes off to Point, gets it back. Hedman, top of the umbrella, near side for Point. Point down low, here's Perry. Back pass, Point. Hedman loads, down low, and it's tipped right past the net. Next, Killorn, stepping inside the line, takes the puck wide and then rings it around the boards. Back to the point, snap back in by Hedman. Into the corner, now they'll set things up in the half wall with Braden Point. Killorn slowly in, leaves it for Stamkos. Stamkos up top to Hedman. Moved across, back to Victor Hedman, loads, fires, that shot is blocked. Rebound into the corner, picked up by Point. Point, back to Hedman, his wrister misses the mark. Penguins try to clear it, knocked down again by Hedman. He'll move it across to Stamkos. Stamkos couldn't get that pass cleanly.
They got the referee's attention, and so Joseph draws the penalty.
Second power play of the night for the Lightning. Hedman back and forth with Stamkos. Near side now for Point. Point in front, tip just wide. Killorn. Perry down. Point has got 1 goal tonight. Winding his way through center, sips it on the line. Drops it off to Killorn. Killorn puts it back to Hedman. Here's Point, his shot, and hit Perry in front. And Perry's going to slow.
Brayden Point from early in the game. I thought Brayden was squeezing the stick a little tight, missed a couple of opportunities by the puck bouncing off his blade. Then he scored that beautiful goal to open the second period. And
the Lightning. Face off to the left of Anderson, and Tampa win the draw cleanly. Victor Hedman, Stamkos one-timer. That is saved and played out towards Pez. The first penalty and sends it down the ice. A little spin pass, Victor Hedman on his own down in the corner. Sabres now with their fourth defender out there. Of course, it's the fifth attacker as well for the Lightning with the first penalties expiring.
Now the Avalanche have to kill a penalty.
Yep, it's time to go to work here. The Lightning on their 16th power play of the season right now. And they've scored 3 times. This Point steers it down deep. Fired to the far side, taken over by the Lightning and Stamkos. Now up top, Hedman. Back to Point. He'll walk in. Shoveled it to the side of the net. Perry trying to wrap around, try! And diving back is Darcy Kemper. Point looking. There is no shooting lane as the Avs clog things up. That shot deflected off of Eric Johnson, never got through. Swung up top and kept in. Team again that is so skilled out there. Brayden Point has got it. And Corey Perry has gone to the front of the net like he's doing right now on numerous occasions. Point hounded by Jost. Kicked up top and Hedman surveys. Delivers far side. Stamkos. Cross ice to Point. He'll walk right now as Perry's got control of the puck. Point. Challenged by Murray. That's the return pass. Hedman is straight away. Point. Nowhere to go but back with it. Now Perry down deep. Turnaround shot. Saved by Kemper. The Avs clear it up. Not out. Hedman. Back to Point. He walks in and shoots it wide. It'll rim around and comes to Darren Helm. The Avs are on the attack. Helm to get that one off. A little drag move and he let it go. Hedman challenge trying to get it in. Lightning now back on side. It's Stamkos to Perry. Back to Stamkos. One-timer Hedman over the top of the net. That went straight back over Kemper's head into the slot.
He's going to come out and play this one away from the charging Panthers forward. Here they come. Here's Killorn trying to get it down low. Puck was loose, and Aaron Ekblad sends it up the board.
Got his stick wrapped around one side and his arm around the other. Well, that goes down.
Big chance here for the Lightning to get their first lead in regulation this season. Hedman settles things down. Extended two-man advantage for Tampa Bay. Stamkos puts it down low. Here's Point. Back to Stamkos to Hedman. Hedman throws it into the corner. Andre Palat now taking that position. Normally manned by Nikita. And Hedman is right there.
Yeah, sometimes what happens on 5-on-3s, you spend too much time looking for the perfect play. You don't take enough shots, and then you're down to the end.
Stamkos in front. Batted back into the corner. Stamkos back up top to Hedman. Hedman lows, fires, and Knight got a piece of that with Cirelli parked right in front of the Florida net. Stamkos drops it off for Hedman. Down low to Point. One-touch pass off a Florida stick. And away comes Jonathan Huberdeau trying to apply some pressure. Stripped by Cirelli, and they step back in. Cirelli, Hedman. Hedman watched by Ekblad. He'll drop it back for Ross Colton. Colton now off the bench, fresh legs. There's a shot, and Knight got a piece of that one-timer from Stammer. In behind the net is Knight. 5-on-3 is over. 20 seconds to go in the 5-on-4. Here's Hedman with a shot. A rocket goes wide. Karem's right to Stamkos. Stamkos' pass up in the air, knocked down by Colton. Hedman. Stamkos backs up, gets it back to Hedman. Hedman to Colton. Ross Colton moves in. His pass off a skate. It's now...
That influence and how quickly he was stick handling as well, and a big opportunity missed there.
Power play opportunity now for the Lightning. Elbowing was the call against Owen Tippett. Tampa Bay 0 for 2 so far tonight, which included a minute and a half of 5-on-3 in the first period. They set things up. Killorn kicks it back. Here's Hedman up top. Hedman slaps it down towards Stamkos. Sharp angled shot, didn't get all of it. And Knight was there. And
wise, get some shots and get some good looks.
All three of their power play goals so far this season came in the Detroit game last week in that wild one, a 7-6 victory in overtime.
Last time he barely got it by the red line, didn't have much room to pick his way through. Good stuff by Florida on the penalty kill.
Hedman took a look over towards Stamkos. They set it up near side here for Palat. Alex Killorn gets it to Stamkos, to Hedman, back to Stamkos. Stamkos in, shoots, saved by Knight. Square to the shooter. On the night for the Lightning, they are 0 for 5 and overdue. And they win the draw. Stamkos has had an outstanding night in the face-off circle this evening. And now they set it up. Andre Palat with the puck. Hedman to Point. Back pass to Hedman. Back to Braden Point. Hedman up top. Rister on the way. That is blocked right in front. And this one's going to be cleared down the ice.
Kucherov, Point, Killorn, Stamkos, and Hedman. 5 on ice in white. Victor Hedman looking for Steven Stamkos, who had a couple of PPGs 2 nights ago in Detroit. They settle it on the outside. Kucherov. Hedman straight away. Kucherov bluffs the one-timer. Point is the inside guy in the bumper. Kucherov on the reload. Tried to feed that one inside to Point. Blocked. Hedman straight away. Snapshot through the screen goes wide. Van Riemsdyk for Washington.
Lauren on one wing, Kucherov the other. Hedman and Stamkos on the points right now. Kucherov back to Hedman. Hedman gives it up to Kucherov. Down low. Back to Kucherov. Victor Hedman. Back to Nikita Kucherov. One-touch pass trying to find Point in the slot. Killorn works it. Power play chance. Big chance here for the Lightning. Great time to get their first power play goal of the season. Put back to the line for Hedman. Hedman across. Stamkos bats at that one. Fighting for the puck is Point to the line. Here's the one-timer by Kucherov, saved by Nedeljkovic. Rebound up into the air. Braden Point to the corner. Back to Hedman. Hedman, Stamkos, across. Kucherov waits, shoots, blocks, cleared.
Stammer just pounded that one.
Here comes Kucherov in over the line. Puck stays inside the blue line for Hedman. Gets it away to Killorn. Killorn to Kucherov, back up top. Victor Hedman walks the line. Across, Kucherov with a shot, and that one is blocked in front. Nedeljkovic battling for position with Killorn right on his doorstep. Scramble in front, Kucherov reloads. Here's Stamkos again with a blast.
Oh, Nedeljkovic, he didn't like easily have been called for interference on that one. Nedeljkovic is very aggressive goaltender. He's got a borderline temper, but boy, he's made some saves on these power plays.
Not a clean entry there for Hedman. Has to pull this one down with 20
of them. If they don't have to chase the puck down to the other end of the ice and win the face-off here, it'll be big, and they do.
They set things up. Hedman drops it off to Kucherov. Put back into the corner for Alex Cole. Feathers it back to Kucherov. Winds, slap pass, deflected into the corner. Stamkos gets out of that. Moves it to Hedman. Hedman across to Kucherov. Kucherov, Hedman. Kucherov, one-timer. DeKaiser partially blocked that one. Braden Point all the way around the net. Drops it off to Stamkos. Stamkos to Hedman. Banks it off the boards for the captain. Steven Stamkos forced out.
Slow to get up, and he's staying out there again. Been a tough night for Braden Point. Jeez.
So there goes Vasilevsky. Extra attacker comes on with 3:46 remaining. A minute and a half to go in this power play. They gotta have it. Kucherov
and Stamkos at the top of the other and just fire away. Kucherov did not play at all in the regular season last year. Missed all 56 games after hip surgery and then returned and was his usual tremendous self in their run to the Stanley Cup. Here's Hedman. They'll go with this 1-3-1 look. Down low, and it's fed right in front to Point. Didn't get good wood on it. Victor Hedman off for Kucherov, and a shot right on by Point. A nice save by Jordan. Point. Now Killorn has joined the power play here.
Probably there too. Then you got Nathan McKinnon unless you move him to the wing, but that gets crowded in a hurry.
Yes, it does. There's no way Cirelli would be chosen over those three, so you have to beat somebody else. Down to 6 seconds left on the power play for Tampa Bay still scoreless on the night and down 2-0. Shot wide by Hedman. The penalty is over. Free puck. Top of the crease.
Behind the net. Nubs it for Kucherov, right circle. High slot point. Back for Kucherov, right circle. A pass cross ice. Deflects to Hedman, left point. Trying to go back to Kucherov. Lomberg blocks it. Stamkos digs it free. Left point. It's Viktor Hedman. Right circle Kucherov. Center point to Hedman. Right circle Kucherov. Holding. 1:13 in the power play. Kucherov left circle. Stamkos. Good stick. Luostarinen deflects it. And then he steals it from Stamkos. Couldn't clear. Held in Hedman, left point. Tried to go cross ice on his backhand. It came out of the zone.
We got to move the puck a little bit quicker.
Kucherov a regroup at center ice, dumps it in. Hedman first to the puck in the right corner. Viktor Hedman chips to Killorn in the right corner. Power play continues. Right circle, it's 3 seconds left in the period. Hedman quick up Killorn across the blue line. Right circle double teamed. Luostarinen trying to kick it free to Nudavara. Nudavara couldn't clear this time. Point blocks it to the right point. Braden Point.
You are now rocking with TJ.
One cleanly by Point. Hedman center point. Left point Chaykovich shoots. He ripped it just wide left. Kucherov right circle. Center point Hedman bouncing on him. They'll golf it toward Chaykovich. Left circle. Max Chaykovich trying to maintain possession. Point at the left circle. Will win it for Sampi behind the net. Right corner Kucherov. Right point Hedman. Left point Chaykovich. High slot Point off his stick. Hedman follows up center point. Right circle Kucherov. Kucherov holds in front for Point. Doesn't shoot. Feeds Hedman center point. A pass. Bounces to Kucherov in front. Point shoots. Blocked. Was talented.
Yeah.
Hedman to Kucherov at center. Nice move across the blue line left circle. Drops to Point. Left point. Center point Hedman. Back to Braden Point. Left point. They'll zing it cross ice waiting for Kucherov right circle.